What's our follow-up? Baneslayer? Or Gideon? We have to follow up with something strong here. He did just Ugin. Okay, so what's the follow-up? We got 6 mana. I can go top Baneslayer. Do you get the Gideon? You think it's a Baneslayer 2 full metal? I think so. I like Baneslayer. Top Baneslayer. Gideon seems safer. Awakening Zone. I should have upkeep topped, by the way. I'm just worried about my clock. Sorry, team. That's all I can say about that matter. I'm just worried about my clock. Ugin. Always yield. I'm glad we switched over to Angel's dot control thing. Not really control, but just like the threats that the control deck would want. Oh, drowsy spot. Ugin is one of the scariest plays you could. Yeah, I mean, we beat both the Karn and the Ugin. This has been an epic game. Hope you guys were watching. Yeah, well, I assume you're watching. Hope you're paying attention is probably something better to say. Jeez, we just beat opposition and Karn and Ugin. I'm just now realizing this. It's like, it's happening because I was really focused here. What a battle. What a battle. Mardu Woe Reaper. Because we have to reap his woes. I don't know. Reap your woes! Give me your woes! All of the woes. What do I do? What am I doing? What does this do? Exile target creature, gain a life. Exile Bull Drifter, sure. It's kind of a weird 2-1. Always yield, so we get a free trigger on that, which is neat synergy. And then we get again. Oops. Gideon. No! Spell Pierce! Curses! We played right into the Spell Pierce, guys. For shame. Stay diligent. Game's not over. Goes to 1. 1 is not dead. 1 is not the same as dead. Control Magic wins the game for... Well, no, we can Fiend Hunter. Concession. Transformable sideboard. Karn, Ugin, Bugtron. Yeah, something like that. Split Mind says Den Protector was lethal. Oh, if I'd gone for Den Protector instead of the Gideon? Yeah, true. Well, there's always that one guy who's going to be like, well, if you played this instead. You're right. I'm not saying you're wrong. I thought just casting Gideon would be more fun than it was, and I don't regret it for a moment. Yes, we had to play one more turn of Magic because I didn't play the Den Protector. Morph the Den Protector. But I don't regret my decision. Yeah, you too, Melfina. Pleasant dreams to you as well, friend. It would have had to have been Den Protector faced up. Oh, did we only have 2 mana open remaining? Well, face up Den Protector is no fun either. It's not where you play the card. You don't play Den Protector to cast it face up. Oh, thanks, Meme Dragon. Got him. Thanks, engineer. Got him! You know what's funny is all the matches we won so far don't involve the animate, didn't involve the black at all. And we also just played against the guy who drafted all the counterspells, so this gets easier. Last time we were playing something degenerate, we went up against the counterspell mage and we lost, the blue control guy, and we lost. So we can cross Spell Pierce, Mana Drain, and Mana Leak off our list of counterspells we have to worry about next game. If we play Den up, World Reaper would trigger Gain a Life and make Angels evil. If we play Den face up, World Reaper trigger, make Angels. Yeah, I mean, I saw the Woe Reaper trigger at least, because you gain life. I at least saw that. Ooh. This hand is missing a lot. This hand needs a lot of help. I guess I could, like, Enlighten Tutor up, Sylvan Library, draw a bunch of cards, hope he's not burned. Like the concept of mind screwing our opponent. Yeah, I mean, it was sweet switching decks. Like, he might not have known what we were doing in Game 3. I love transformable sideboards. I play one in Legacy. I play a transformable sideboard deck in Legacy. Yeah. You watched the ball drop? Okay, so do you keep this on the back of a Sylvan Library, or do we just say screw it? I'll keep it on the back of Sylvan Library. This is not the best opener, but it's got the colors. It's got all our colors. Like, this has a duel, this can search up. Perfect, Thirst. Actually, we're going a different line. So what I can do instead is I can Thirst, another island player, okay. So what's neat is we can go for a different line now. We can use Thirst for Knowledge and then Enlighten Tutor up the Animate Dead, and Animate Dead the Sphinx. You think that was a mulligan, Demir? Mountain. Signet, okay. Top. So it's probably island top. Again, there's a bunch of counterspells we don't have to worry about that we saw from last opponent. Like Abbott, sure. Well, I mean, that's 3 premium counterspells down. Rift Bolt, okay. So you just top here, or do you Enlighten Tutor up the Animate Dead? I don't think so. I think I'm going to take a look-see instead. Okay, and Burial Rites, that's excellent. So we'll Thirst, and we can put multiple cards in the graveyard if we want to. Unless we think that this guy picked up all the rest of the permission in the pod, I don't see any reason to do both sides of the Burial Rites. I think the flashback side is more than sufficient, and then if he's blue-red twin... Oh yeah, he can easily be blue. He can easily be the twin player, engineer, easily. If he had it already, if he had it in hand though, engineer, he would have left up the signet and be pester mighting me during my turn instead of what he did here. If he had the combo, he would have done a very different line. Doesn't really matter how I draw these because we're just thirsting probably during his end step. Unless I don't want to draw the gifts and I don't want to draw the swamp that we know about. I mean, you could use... It makes most sense to play the swamp and just end step Thirst. That's the line I'm going to take. that's fine. Sphinx is pretty good. Problem is the Torch Fiend. So we actually need to. Well, no. Excuse me. Pro red. So that's neat. Yeah, I mean, this is a red permanent. So this actually has Torch Fiend resistance, Ancient Grudge resistance. Yeah, I think we're still a go on this Sphinx. So let's end step first, discarding the Sphinx. Maybe even also the Unburial Rites. It just depends on how you want to do it. Yeah, Night Hockey. I just realized it. Okay, so I think we can go for the quicker line. I think the quicker line is safer. That would be 2 cards, and that would be pitching Rites and Sphinx and just getting it on the board. There's a small chance this is the guy that has the Force of Will. In which case it'd be better to save the Unburial Rites, but we could just bring to light for the Animate Dead the next turn anyway. So I think I'm going to go for the faster line, which is pitching both the Rites and the Sphinx. This makes me happier, I think. I hope this is better. And we'll just do that. That is nice that it's got the Pro Red and he played a Torch Fiend. Okay, no force of willsies for us. Don't unsummon my dude. I can't beat it. Oh yeah, I can't. You're right. It's an aura. I guess we'll have to Enlighten Tutor for it then. What do we bring? We were bringing to light for Show and Tell, right? That was the plan when I drafted it. We were gonna bring to light into Show and Tell. We'll probably Gifts first, then. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens to the Sphinx before anything else. Happy New Year. Yeah, good call. I'm sorry. I wish this card could tutor for more things. It's specifically creature, instant, sorcery. That's it. You get creatures, you get instants, you get sorceries. That's it. Draw a card with Sensei, then Thursday discard Sensei. I kind of like keeping the top though, 9 Rush. I mean, maybe it's wrong. Like, time to Force Storm. Okay, so he doesn't have a way to beat the Sphinx. Let's sideboard. So do you stay? He's probably the guy who picked a twin. This looks like the twin player. He just didn't happen to have the combo. So knowing that he's the twin player, probably, very possibly. Do we switch gears? This guy seems to have a lot less permission because that first guy we played took all the permission. This guy probably got all the red cards and maybe some number of blue cards in Force. Like maybe he has the Ancestral. You know, we didn't really see any of his blue cards. Night, Tigerwit. Engineer says switch. I mean, yeah, Baneslayer and Archangel seem really strong. Lelouch says stay the same. I think this strategy is fine. He just scoops to Sphinx. That means he probably scoops to Dragonlord as well. So he probably scoops to Iona on red, Dragonlord, and Sphinx. Maybe not Progenitus, maybe not Battlesphere. I feel he's more tempo than combo. Stay the same, switch game 3. Yeah, I mean, like last time, the reason we switched is the opponent had main deck Scavenging Ooze, and we were like, well, we're screwed. So I think that the switching doesn't need to happen, right, unless he has like a really solid anti-reanimator sideboard. Yeah, let's stay the same. I think that this was the primary strategy for the deck anyway, so. Really, the only white cards we're running is Enlightened Tutor and Dragonlord that we're actually putting white mana into. Excuse me, Unburial Rites is the other obvious one. The rest of the deck really is black, green, blue. So, yeah, so we're going to stay the course. I don't really see any sideboard options that I want. I mean, Fiend Hunter? I mean, that means, like talking about things like Fiend Hunter, you'd have to